Hey everyone, Mr. Happy here, and in this video we're going to be covering some of the summoner changes coming to patch 4.0 as recently revealed in the live letter number 36 for Final Fantasy XIV, as well as things we can see in the job action trailer here. Now keep in mind, anything you see, any numerical values, any sort of animations, the way jobs interact, are open to being changed before Stormblood launches. They are subject to change prior to June 16th, so keep in mind that nothing you see here is absolutely final. So Summoner, we really didn't get to see a whole lot of new things. Okay, what the hell? They get a giant Bahamut eggy thing. I don't even know if we can call that an eggy at this point. That's just, I guess, a mini Bahamut. It's not an eggy of any kind, I can't imagine, because it looks exactly like Bahamut, but scaled down to a smaller level. This is honestly the most badass thing I think I've seen so far in the job action trailer. I never expected them to get a giant Bahamut pet as one of their new job mechanics. It just blows me away. Now, despite my jubilation here, I do have to analyze the things we actually see in this video. So let's calm it down and actually analyze what we see. So the first thing that we got to talk about are the gauges. We've been talking about it for all the other jobs. You can see there's very clearly a gauge for the Summoner's Aetherflow stacks, and there's also a very clear gauge for Dreadworm Trance. Now, when you use Aetherflow, when you have no Aetherflow and no Dreadworm Trance stacks, it's just empty. When you have Aetherflow, the diamonds light up, and as you use Aetherflow stacks and you get the stacks that allow you to activate Dreadworm Trance, they start to glow, I guess, like a blue fire-esque looking thing. When you have all three of them, you activate Dreadworm Trance, and the Dreadworm Trance meter then appears. It gives you the duration of Dreadworm Trance, and when you expend your Death Flare, or I guess when it wears off, you can see that the left side of the Dreadworm Trance bar actually charges and changes to a different color. It looks like after 2 sets of Dreadworm Trances, the meter is fully engaged and you can summon this giant Bahamut pet that you get access to. So it looks like it's going to be all about getting rid of 6 Aetherflow stacks at the start of a fight in order to get to this Bahamut form as soon as possible. We don't actually know what this Bahamut form does. When he casts that new, I guess, a lot of people are saying it's a new Ruin spell. People have been saying that since the benchmark trailer, so that's what we'll go with. The rumored new Ruin spell. It looked like he followed with an attack at the exact same time. It also looked like the Summoner initiated some sort of, Akmorn, or a Death Flare that comes out of the Bahamut itself. So we don't see it really do anything else other than those 2 things. We also notice that it replaces the Garuda Eggy, but we don't see what happens when Bahamut himself actually disappears. Does Garuda Eggy come back? Is there, do you have to resummon it? Considering how seamless it seems for Garuda to become Bahamut, I'd hope that they would make it as seamless for when this super trance actually ends right here. Because it, oh man, I can't, it's so cool. Like, it's just so cool. I guess that was their way around them saying they didn't want these giant pets in town all the time. But how about giant pets in the middle of an encounter? I guess people don't. I guess they didn't mind that because it's, man, I'm excited. I'm excited. So what else can we pick up from this video though? Well, some things that we can notice, I'm watching through it again real quick, is that he hard casts a new spell that's like a circle over the target in some way. I'm not sure what that is, but considering we've seen a lot of consolidation of skills and we've seen a lot of new ranks for skills, it could be a new bio or a new miasma. I actually am not sure what miasma's animation looks like, or bio. I actually don't know, because for me, like, the dot animation is just so subtle, so I don't know which one I can compare it to. But I think it's one of the 2, because the only spells that Summoners really hard cast are Ruin 1, Ruin 3. They're shown casting whatever the new Ruin is right there that people are rumoring, and their dots and Shadow Flare. So I have to imagine that it's one of those. But I think Miasma classically has cast times, and Bio 2 has a cast time, but Bio 1 does not. So I think it's hard to tell, but one of those is instant cast. One of those abilities, I don't know if that was a miasma animation or not. I should probably go double check, but hard casts an ability and then instant casts an ability after. So I guess I'm just not familiar enough with the summoner animations to really pick up enough about it. But I mean, like I said, other than the giant Bahamut, which is super exciting, we actually don't see a whole lot of things that we can kind of pick up from here. The giant Bahamut, the new whatever Ruin it looks like that people are saying, and that new animation for that new casted ability. Other than that, I don't think we can really pick up too much. I'm actually, my timing for the recording is a little bit different from what you're seeing on screen. So I'm just watching through it one more time just to make sure there's absolutely nothing at all I miss here. Because he does the death flare, and then he does another one. Then he does the little circle over the head. He does the bubbles, you know, surrounding. He does a fester. He does an energy drain. He does a pain flare, and then he goes Dreadworm, he expends it again, and then he summons Bahamut. Yeah, so again, we couldn't actually glean a whole lot of what's changed about Summoner, but we got a big-ass Bahamut, so it's super exciting anyway. Now I can't wait for people to ask to glamour the big-ass Bahamut into the other eggies. No, it's not going to happen, most likely. But anyway, let me know what you think. How exciting was it for you to see this giant Bahamut pop up on the screen? And how do you think it will affect your performance as a summoner? You know, we don't actually know how it affects the summoner themselves and how it interacts with the job itself. So still a lot more information we need to pick up out of that one. Thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and share. And stay tuned for all the latest analysis on the job action trailer, all the stuff coming out of the live letter. We got a ton of videos to make, and I'm super excited. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care.